Hi everyone, this is going to be the tarot forecast for Scorpio for December 2024. This can apply if you're a Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, as well as North Node in Scorpio. So do be sure to check out the other signs in case this does not resonate with you. Also do keep in mind this is a general reading, so not all messages may relate. Take whatever relates and leave out the rest. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, you can definitely drop me a message on Facebook or email. The link's in the description box and I'll get back to you soon. So I'm going to draw one or two more cards for you, Scorpio, and then we'll get started. Okay, so I'm going to show you the cards that I'm getting. The first one is the Lover's card. The next one is the Death card. Then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse. We have the Two of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Nine of Swords in reverse. Okay, so Scorpio, I feel like you've been through quite a bit actually. Because I'm seeing the Nine of Swords, I'm seeing the Ten of Swords, and the Two of Swords in reverse. Now, Nine of Swords refers to a very stressful situation, something that caused you a lot of sleepless nights, restlessness, anxiety, that sort of thing. It definitely kept you up. You're worried about something, that's for sure. Very stressed out. And then I'm seeing the Ten of Swords. This is endings. This is endings and new beginnings, which is kind of interesting because I'm also seeing the Death card here, which also has a similar vibe to it. So the Ten of Swords in the reverse position. So you definitely went through some kind of ending. It wasn't pleasant at all. It was almost like a betrayal. You felt like you were betrayed. You felt completely let down in the situation. This could have been a romantic relationship. It could have been a job, a business. You know, it can apply to any situation. But the point is, you definitely felt very defeated, very betrayed in this process. And then I'm also seeing the Two of Swords in reverse. So this represents some kind of dilemma that you had. You had to make a choice between two situations, and you were kind of confused about it, which particular choice to make. This, like I said, it could be a person, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, anything. And the thing about the Two of Swords is it does require a fair bit of intuition, because we also see the moon card, the moon here on this card, and the Two of Swords, sorry. If the person were to remove their blindfold, they would realize the choice is actually pretty clear in front of them. It's almost like they don't want to see reality. So there was a kind of self-denial going on here, Scorpio. And usually you're not known for that. Like, you do like to get to the bottom of things. You do like truth. You'd rather hear the truth in its blunt form than beat around the bush and lie to yourself or other people. But in this case, I think you did go through a fair bit of self-denial, or you didn't want to face the truth. Maybe because I'm getting the sense this was a romantic relationship for some reason. I feel like you really loved this person and you didn't want to just let them go without having a valid explanation. And I feel like you definitely were kind of confused about whether to trust them, whether to go ahead with the situation. Maybe there were two people involved and you had to make a choice between the two. But either way, there were two choices that you had to make. And like I said, there was some element of self-deception going on. Like, you may not have been ready to look at the truth for, like, the reality for what it was. I'm also seeing the Death card here. This is you, Scorpio, showing up in your own reading. And the Death card is very much about endings, new beginnings, starting a new cycle. So this relationship, if this was a romantic relationship, this could have ended. Like, you might have been the one to end things, and you want to start something new right now. I feel like you're ready to start with a new, start on a new page, like start a fresh page or turn a new leaf, whatever you want to call it. I'm also seeing the Lover's card. This is a Gemini card. This is also the card of romance. So maybe this is a new person in your life. Could be a Gemini. They could be a Gemini sun. It doesn't always have to be. They could just have a lot of Gemini energy in their chart or just embody that archetype. Or maybe they have a lot of planets in Gemini. But they definitely seem like the kind of person who's very childlike. They're very curious. They're very interested in knowing about the world. Like, they have this childlike curiosity to them. They have a youthful energy to them. And you kind of like that. Maybe the previous relationship was very heavy, very intense. And even though you're all about that, Scorpio, sometimes I do feel like it can get a little heavy for you as well. And if it's just too stressful, like you're the kind of person that doesn't really let a relationship go that easily. Like if you're in love with someone, you're going to give it everything you have before calling it quits on the relationship. But I feel like in this case, it was really stressing you out to the point where maybe it was affecting your life, maybe it was affecting your work and things like that. And so after a point, maybe you felt like you just didn't want to continue with this anymore because, the negatives were outweighing the positives in the relationship. So I feel like you are over with that chapter, you're over with that cycle, you're ready to start something new. There's, like I said, this new person in your life could be a Gemini, they could be a Gemini Sun, Moon, Venus, or just a lot of planets in Gemini. And you find their energy quite intriguing because it's very different from the previous person that you were with. This person's energy is not that intense, not that heavy, and I feel like both of you are kind of going with the flow right now. You're not trying to attach any meaning to it. You're not trying to give it an end goal, if that makes sense. I feel like both of you are kind of going with the flow, and that's kind of refreshing for you, Scorpio, for a change now. I feel like you've been through enough of that intensity and heaviness in the past, and now you just want something light and peaceful, and that's less stressful for you. What else do we have for Scorpio for December 2024? We have the Seven of Pentacles for you. And the Seven of Pentacles is about, it is a money card, but it's about investment. That could be investing time, it could be investing money, resources, anything. But the point is, the Seven of Pentacles is about waiting and watching. And so so if this is a financial investment, then this is about not really trying to reap in the rewards right now. It's about waiting and watching and letting it multiply even more. If this is a romantic relationship, like if this is about the Gemini person, then it's about waiting and watching. Like I said before, I think both of you are kind of going with the flow. Neither of you wants to attach any meaning to it, and you're just seeing how it goes, playing along with the whole situation. And so it's about waiting and watching. It's not about actively doing anything to make this relationship work. And that's the beauty of it, Scorpio. Maybe in the previous relationship you tried and gave it everything you had, and it still turned out to be really stressful. So now you want to try a different approach where it's not like you're not putting work into the relationship, but it's more like you don't want to do so much uh, work, if that makes sense. Like you're not trying to stress yourself out to make a relationship work. You just want to take it lightly and see how it goes. So I think the Seven of Pentacles is more about that in this context. What else do we have for Scorpio? We have the Eight of Cups here, which is interesting. So I do feel like you're moving away from something that has always been very comforting and that has kind of made you feel safe and familiar, and you're moving away to something that is more challenging, but you feel it's going to be more rewarding for you. And this could be a relationship. Like I said, your approach towards the relationship has definitely changed. You're not trying to stress yourself out to make a relationship work. You're just going with the flow and being very light about it. Not that you don't take relationships seriously, you're the kind of sign that definitely does, but your approach has changed, is what I meant. And this could also apply to a job situation. Maybe you're looking for something more challenging, more rewarding. Because the thing about the Eight of Cups is it's about moving away from something that is a safe haven or a comfort zone and moving towards something that's more challenging, but you feel like it's more rewarding for you. You feel like it's going to give you dividends. It's going to challenge you. It's going to drive you towards more growth, that kind of thing. So it's interesting. So maybe you're moving away from a job situation that may have been like easy, it may have been giving you a good pay and things like that, but you don't find it very challenging, you don't find it rewarding, it doesn't help you learn anything new, things like that. So maybe you want to move away to something that's actually more challenging, it teaches you more things, helps you learn new skills, things like that. What is this Death card for Scorpio? I just want to clarify this for you. What is this Death card for Scorpio? Okay. So we have the World card in reverse as a clarifier. So, like, you definitely want to start something new, start afresh, because the Death card is about new beginnings. It's about endings and new beginnings. But the World card is also a similar card. Now, the World card in the upright position is about endings and it's about permanent endings. But because this is coming up in the reverse position, I feel like maybe you're not completely ready to let the previous person go yet, because it's coming up in the reverse position. So maybe this is not a permanent ending for you yet, Scorpio. Maybe you might get back with the person if you feel like they have a valid explanation and if you both want to work things out. But for now, maybe you both are on a break. That's what I'm seeing here. So that's what I have for you, Scorpio, for December. If you like this reading, definitely give it a thumbs up. Your likes help my videos stay relevant in the YouTube algorithm. It also motivates me to deliver more content for you, my lovely subscribers. And if you'd like to book a reading with me, definitely drop me a message on Facebook or email. The links are in the description box, and I'll get back to you soon. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.